Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Passport Boys, episode 6. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Sebastian, and today we'll be talking about our co-star, CEO of the podcast, Sean. We're
It's
gonna
good.
ask him about his tour, his little adventure at Japan, and so Ozzy and I are gonna have like an
Sir.
interview with him. Yes.
For sure.
So Sean, how was Japan? Tell us more about Japan. I
Dude,
really like to
Japan,
know. I really like to know the
Japan,
hype.
for sure. Japan was amazing. It's probably one of the best trip I've taken. The quality of life there, I think, in my opinion, might be a little bit better there than
Oh,
here. I
must
would
be,
say.
yeah.
I would say so. Yeah. But yeah.
Mm,
So some of the places I visited was Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto,
okay.
Hiroshima, and Miyajima.
Where
But
did you
those
where
are
did you stay? What place did
uh
you stay at?
Yeah,
like
where'd
in
you
term of
resort?
I stayed like mostly at the hotel. So basically, we first landed in Tokyo on the first day. We
Mm-hmm.
did a tour there, looking at like temple, shrines, and basically the city life in Tokyo. And then after that, the next 4 days, we went to Kyoto. Kyoto is definitely the quieter part of Japan, the more
Mm.
traditional one. So there's a lot more rules involved in Kyoto. So, but it's probably one of my favorite place out of the places I've been to. I think that's the headquarter of Nintendo. You guys Nintendo fans?
Yeah, bro. Ever
Oh,
since I
yes,
was like
sir.
7.
Dude, like I'm telling you guys, like if you guys ever make the trip, go to Kyoto. That's where the headquarter of Japan is, and I think they're opening up a Nintendo museum later this
Really?
fall. I think, yeah, in
Oh,
October.
damn. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
so
Hey, right
definitely
here,
make,
bro. Here's my evidence. I still have these
dude,
little games right here, bro. I'm
Damn.
I'm I'm,
bro,
ho-
bro.
I'm
Wait,
holding up
wait.
like $300 right here.
I have literally the figurines I
Sheesh.
got in Japan. This is Rayquaza. I'm
Really?
a huge
Oh shit,
Pokemon
can you
guy
see?
here.
Oh, you
And
got
I'm
one of
wearing
those?
I'm wearing the Japanese jersey here. Got it in Tokyo at a
Hey, right
really
here
good
too,
price
man.
too,
Hey, this one, shout out to
dude.
Sean, bro. Shout out to Sean. I'm not gonna
Of
open this
course,
one, but thank you.
dude. Of course, man. Anything, man. I knew that you guys like that kind of stuff, so I definitely I had to get you guys something too.
I'm
And
a
I know
I'm a
Sebastian
fiend.
Yeah.
got a desk mat too,
Yeah,
and
I got a desk mat, but
yeah,
it's
but
really
I think his
crowded over
computer's
here,
on it
so
too.
yeah.
No, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Kyoto's definitely awesome. For like Nintendo, and then after that, we spent 2 days in Osaka. I think we visited. There's like a iconic castle in Osaka. It's like the Great White Castle or something like that. I'll put an image. I'll edit that in.
Hmm.
But beautiful castle. We only stayed there for 2 days. Can't really say much, but overall, I think I like it too. But there is
Yo,
a also a lot of Pokemon centers. So all of the cities I went to, I hit up all the Pokemon Center and all the Nintendo store.
really? Were they all
And
different in
There.
items, or
they
did
were
they all have the
different.
same
Yeah.
thing? Oh, really? So like
I think
exclusive items, right? In each store.
yeah. So I think
Oh,
for each one they have like the exclusive like shirts because like the one in Tokyo is just Nintendo Tokyo.
yeah.
If you go to Kyoto, it's Nintendo Kyoto, and then if you go to Osaka, Nintendo Osaka for the shirts.
Yo,
So
for
they have
sure.
like different types of like souvenirs and items in each of the cities. So
That's the dream right there, man. You went
honestly,
to a
yeah.
dream place of mine for real.
Hey, passport
Yeah,
boys.
Japan.
One day we should be a passport bro to Japan,
To
but we'll
Japan.
get that later on in the
That would
Yeah,
be a
it's
episode.
gonna be
crazy
a vlog
video.
episode.
A
A
crazy
It's
10
gonna be a
million
video.
long episode.
subscriber video right there.
But
Hey,
how
if
would
this,
you? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sorry.
If this what?
Hey, one day if we get to a million sub, we'll make a Japan trip.
Oh yes,
One
Yeah,
million
a
500,
million.
subscriber.
500,000,
Million or 10
man.
million.
500,000. I'm
Yeah.
fine with 500,000.
All right,
Oh,
five
yeah.
hundred thousand. There you go. Ozzy set the
Bro,
bar.
we'll be
Five hundred
balling.
thousand.
We'll be balling back then with all the watch time and everything. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
heck
Hopefully,
yeah, heck
man.
yeah.
Hopefully we
We'll,
don't
we'll
get
we'll get
age
the
restricted.
sponsorship, and then we will be able to all of us afford the Japan trip.
Yes,
And
sir.
then maybe
Buying
we'll
all
do a
them
tour
Pokemon
there,
cards. I might go
Yeah,
broke buying all them Pokemon things. But
dude.
yeah, bro.
But yeah,
how were you transporting yourself like from area to area? Because I know Japan, just those types of areas are like super advanced when it comes to transportation, like train systems and all that stuff.
dude, they have the
Bullet
best.
trains.
Oh yeah, they have the best transportation system ever. Like,
Really?
so basically, this is how it is. If you are going local, you take the subway, and then the subway is really clean
Is
and
it like New York subway or is it like a
it is New
different
York,
type
but a
of?
lot safer.
Oh,
They
okay.
even it's so safe that they even have like a women's section only, like
Oh,
a
really?
girls only
Oh, okay.
section for the subway. So it's for girls who might not feel safe around
That's nuts.
other
Mm.
people to go on the subway, because
Yeah, they should have that in New York,
yeah, they should
honestly.
have that,
Oh,
because
definitely.
there's
Especially
like a
New
lot
York.
of there's a lot of PDF, especially these days, like what we talked
Oh,
about in our last
PDF, yeah.
episode. So I think
Yeah.
Mm.
we definitely should have like a girls only section to just to protect them here. But
Mhm.
I
Oh my
definitely like the
God, man.
transportation here, transportation system in Japan, because basically what it is, if you're like local, you take the subway, and then that's how people really got around. And then if you want to go like out of town, like a different city, like Tokyo to Kyoto, then you take a train. It's called a Shinkansen, and it's basically like a bullet train that take you from one area to another, and it's like really fast too. It's like about a 2 hour ride to
Yeah.
get from one city to another.
Hmm.
So I
And a
really
bullet
like
train is
the
2 hours.
bullet train. Yeah, if you're going
That's
only
nuts.
from city to city, because it's a little bit further
So
rather
imagine
than
if
just going locally.
imagine those 2 hours without it being a bullet train. How long that would take?
It would be long, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we definitely could use that here, especially in LA, because there's a
Oh,
lot of
definitely.
LA traffic here,
I
and
hate
Yeah,
yeah,
this.
but
and
then
then
Southern California come up with the Metrolink or something like that.
The metro.
they need to improve on that, because
Yeah,
I
I
think
never took the
I
Metrolink.
never took it too,
Me either.
but in Japan, is they mostly focus on the subway and bullet train. That's how people got around, and they mostly do it by walking. Oh, and a lot of people bike there. Like biking. That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
Oh
more
yeah, I've
common in
heard.
yeah.
So
That's
would you
actually
you would still see a lot of cars though, right? Like people taking cars.
Oh yeah, it people take cars too, but I think it's more common with subway, train, and biking.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
more common way. But cars is
Mhm.
still there. Like of course, we did taxi, because sometimes the transportation there system there, it's a little bit confusing if you guys do not know what you're doing, or how, like the process of the going to
Mhm.
the transportation system. I wouldn't say it's like a long process. You just need to know what you're doing, because there's like a certain time that this train leaves, and you need to be at a certain area. If you know how to read that, and if you know how to read the map, it should be pretty easy. But first time it can be kind of confusing too. But transportation system there, I think it's the best, and I think we definitely need that here in America
For sure, man.
Oh yeah,
to
definitely.
avoid that LA traffic, and it's just more convenient, especially those who can't like drive.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That'll definitely be more convenient on them.
So since
Do
you're
you know
talking
what
about,
the Yeah, do you know what the age is, the appropriate age is for getting the driver's license at Japan?
Driver license. I don't think I'm too knowledgeable on that, because everyone is a subway driver. But I would assume it's like late teenager, young adult, like kind of the same as
Okay.
here. So
Mhm.
I would assume the same. But like again, I think the common route is the bullet train and subway is
Mm.
their transportation system.
so with your experience with the transportation system and the living part aspect of Japan, what are some like tips you would recommend people that are trying to go there on the cost of living of Japan? Because I know it's a very popular spot, especially nowadays. You know, all these streamers are going
Yeah.
by. So would you say it's expensive? Would you say it's like would you have to save up a little bit of money to go there?
So
Or
I think the only expensive part when it comes to like Japan is the plane tickets, especially if you're from the US, because that's a little bit further.
Mhm,
So the plane ticket is a little bit more expensive. One thing that
mhm.
did help though is that there is no if you're a foreigner, there is no tax on some stores. So
Oh really?
some of the stores is tax free, but you have to show your passport for proof that you're not a Japanese citizen and that you're a citizen from
Is,
somewhere else.
is there a reason for that?
Um, I don't think there's like a. Well, there probably is a like a specific reason.
Mhm.
Personally, do not know, but considering we don't live at the country, we're not really contributing much. We're only tourists.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah,
That's
got it.
probably why, because
Probably, yeah. Oh,
we're
they're
not going to
considerate.
school. Yeah,
Man,
because
people coming to
we're
Canada,
not
they get
going.
taxed up their butt.
Yeah, because we don't use their school. We don't like.
Yeah.
We don't use their healthcare system or whatever it is. But I mean, we're just tourists at the end of the day, right? So we don't
That sounds
really.
nice.
I think that's why they're a little bit lenient on the tax part of it.
Hmm.
And I think
Mm.
that you can get like for an average meal, you can get like an average like bowl of like I don't know sushi for like half the price here, because I remember there's this one
Really?
sushi place that is like I ate like 20 plates. It's like
What?
the one that yeah, it's only like 2 pieces per plate, but I ate like
Oh,
20.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then combine it with all my family or with me and my dad.
Oh no.
I think it add up to like $50. While in here
Oh,
it could be
what?
double as that, and it could be 100 here in America.
Oh, most likely. Yeah.
How are
So
the portion sizes?
smaller. So the
Smaller?
portion,
Yeah,
I would say
definitely.
like it's like pretty small. The serving size, it's enough. Like it'll fill you up for the day, because
But
and I
you
think
got to
that's
try a little bit of everything, though, right? In that
yeah.
sushi
You get
spot.
to try a little bit of
Yeah.
everything. Like if you order sushi, they like an order of like sushi, they'll give you like 2 piece, or if you order like a small like a bento box or something, it's
Yeah.
a lot smaller than here in
Mm,
Japan than it is in America. I
Hmm.
think that's
yeah.
one of the reasons why Japan's more skinnier than here in America. I would say.
Most
Oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Concerning about that, I was gonna ask you this question. So,
Yeah.
how is Japan very concerned about the obesity rates? Because I know Japan is like the top
Yeah.
tier
W-
country who is like
Would
super concerned about obesity, whereas America is like at the bottom tier.
be real though. Would you see any like obese people walking around or any out of shape people?
Yeah.
That's a good
Was it rare?
question. Only it's very rare. Only time that I would say actual obese is other foreigner from different country.
Oh
They're
wow.
not Japanese, but probably other foreigner.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
but everyone there is in good shape because they walk a lot, and
it must be, yeah.
the quality of food there is a lot better
Yeah.
Hmm.
because they
And
don't use
biking,
like
yeah.
yeah, and biking because they don't use like the artificial flavor. They don't use like preservative. I think the Japanese government banned some of those like chemical used in like food to make it more healthier and better quality. So the quality of the food in Japan is definitely way better
You could
over
taste
there.
it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
immediately.
Because in here, like you guys would agree, right? The some of the stuff they put in our food isn't the best, right?
Oh, it
Like
definitely,
those
bro.
artificial coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not
Did you,
good
I
here.
heard that in
Yeah.
here people get the itis like super easily wherever they go somewhere else. They don't get the
Yeah.
itis. Like
Oh,
the
the
itis
itis.
isn't a thing. Like after you eat and you just feel like drowsy or you feel
Oh
like
yeah,
sleepy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Over there, I feel different. Like every time like I eat, I always feel like pretty energetic.
Wow. This is the
So, but
opposite here.
in here, like if I eat like even one meal of something, I would feel like trash. Like
Yeah.
especially like the fast
Honestly,
food,
yeah.
because in here it's very easy to get fast food, right?
Hmm.
So it's just very yeah. So especially I'm guilty of that too. Like I'm addicted to like fast food here in
Yeah.
America. So
Dude, honestly.
um, I always feel sleepy or I don't feel great after eating it sometimes.
Dude, there are sometimes where one day I would just get McDonald's, maybe like I'll eat the whole bundle, the two Big Mac, two large fries bundle,
Oh
and
wow.
I would just eat it within like an hour, and then the next 2 days I'll be like, oh, I need McDonald's again, so I just go through the rewards, and then I see, oh, the minimum payment of $1 for a free large fry. I'll just like get it, get like a McDouble and a McChicken.
The heck,
Yeah,
you eat a
Yeah,
lot.
that's how addictive I am to the McDonald's or like
me too.
Popeyes, for instance. Yeah, Popeyes. Sometimes I would
Popeye's
just eat
addicting.
like a 8-piece chicken all by myself. Can you
Yeah,
believe it?
I'm kind of the same way too because every time like I eat a fast food like a Popeyes, a few days later I'm always craving Popeyes again, or I'm
Really?
craving something salty.
The-
Yeah,
I'll be the
Yeah,
not the
complete
best.
opposite.
It's
I don't
not the
know
best for
why.
my
yeah. The
diet.
next day I'll be like, oh, I need Popeyes again.
Yeah,
The same
What?
with me. Have you guys tried Dutch Bros?
Dutch
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 Bros.
Bros?
Bros coffee?
Is
No.
is that fried chicken or what is it?
Coffee,
No,
right?
it's like a coffee shop.
Like a
I would say
Starbucks?
it's
Coffee
better
shop.
than Starbucks. Yeah.
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 No, I haven't tried it.
But I would get their caramel frap equivalent to
Mm.
not McDonald's,
Starbucks?
Starbucks. A
Yeah.
Starbucks
Okay.
caramel frap equivalent. I would get that, and that drink has 100 grams of sugar. And there was one point in the week I would just get it 4 times
Oh wow.
throughout the
Damn.
week, and the next week I would feel like trash, like super trash, like
See, you guys
I wouldn't
you guys are
move at
missing
all.
you guys are missing the mom and pop shops. I've been telling Sean about this.
That's right.
Like
Yeah.
ever since I discovered the mom and pop shops where like, it's like a family owned restaurant, I've never gone back to fast food.
I need to.
It's so
I need
much
to do
Honestly,
better.
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
much better.
Family-owned restaurants are like top tier, like
Yeah.
100%. They're like
They
hidden
definitely have better
gem.
quality food. I need to visit more of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Go on,
definitely.
yo.
Sorry.
So we were just talking about the food and the living experience. Would you say that people over there are happier or more content with their way of living, or what is your experience or your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I feel like people are def. I've only been like to the tourist side of it, but
Yeah,
I
from
think
what you
I
saw.
do see people are more happier
Hmm.
because I think people in Japan they like doing their job, even though like it's like a labor job, and even though it's like a regular job, they they make it fun. They make it.
Yeah,
They put their energy into it. They put high enthusiasm into it. Now, of course, there's some parts of in Japan that is not like that because
yeah,
the work culture there is pretty brutal, to be honest. Even more brutal than here in America, I would say, because they work long hours. They would have to get up pretty early, like 8 or 9, and then sometimes they don't get home until their boss gets home. That's the
damn,
cultural difference. So sometimes the boss would get home at like 7 or 8 at night. So it'll be like 12-hour shifts or 80 hours per week. So I know that the Japanese culture they overwork themselves a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, what would be the attitude towards foreigners then? If do you have any experience with talking to like them, and or did
Yeah.
anyone approach you and say anything to you?
Like I would say, they're all very nice. I've always asked like direction. Of course, there's a language barriers, but I did speak a little bit of Japanese because of my Japanese class in high school.
Yeah.
I did speak, so I knew like the very basic phrases. So, they were very helpful and they try to communicate with me. And luckily, they also like speak English because I think the school over there also teaches them English, so they know like basic
Mm.
English phrase. So it's basically like I think it's basically like if a Spanish person were to come to the U.S. and then they start speaking Spanish to you guys. Of course, you guys might like know a little bit of phrases on how to communicate with them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the
Yeah.
same way in Japan. So
Oh,
they
okay.
kind of know a little bit of communication in
Hmm.
English.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because but overall, the language barrier sometimes it is tough, but for the most part, I think everyone did a good job of trying to understand what I was trying to say, and they were helpful,
Mm.
and I had no problem communicating with them.
Hmm.
So speaking about that, what is the Japanese people's general attitude towards foreigners or tourists overall?
I would say they're very welcoming, but
Welcoming. Okay.
we are I know they experience a lot of over tourism. So unfortunately, because of that, I think they are raising the prices on some of the things. Like I don't know what it is, the plane ticket, according to like Japanese government or
Okay.
something. That's just what I've read in an article. So take it with a grain of salt
Hmm.
in a way. But overall, they like tourists and they're very welcoming and they have a very good hospitality. And I enjoy everyone over there. That made my experience really good. And
Hmm.
even if you speak
Cool.
a basic little bit of Japanese there, they're gonna appreciate you more that you're trying to learn their culture and their language.
Mm.
So just don't be like Logan Paul when you
Oh.
go to Japan. Just know the
I was gonna
rules.
ask. I was just gonna ask.
So just know the rules and be respectful and don't be like Logan Paul.
See,
Especially with
That
the
was a big mistake.
especially that the S word forest video. I don't know what
Yeah, yeah,
incident. I can't say it because YouTube
bro,
will ban
that
me,
was
but
some crazy times. I
that
remember
was crazy.
I saw the video, the whole video when he
yeah.
posted it.
2018, bro.
You actually
Yeah,
saw the uncensored one?
yeah, I saw the uncensored one. Yeah, like
I
as soon as he
missed it because
posted
Bro,
I
it.
I
think he
saw
took it
it.
down.
Yeah, I saw it on my feed, but I just didn't click on it on time. And then two
Yeah.
hours later, when everyone at high school was talking about it, I was like, okay, I gotta watch. It's gone.
Man,
Damn.
I
No, but
missed
then
it. It's
so
gone.
someone else re-uploaded it though. So like right
Oh
after,
yeah.
a day before, a
Oh
day after, they re-uploaded the
Yeah,
whole
but I
version.
couldn't find it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I couldn't find it in time too.
right now it's like on Gore websites or like
Oh,
Twitter.
Oh, I
definitely.
see. I
Yeah, you
see.
could
Was it
find it.
was
Yeah.
it gory or was it like?
No, it wasn't gory. I don't know if I could describe it,
Oh,
but
actually, yeah. Don't,
yeah.
because we're
Well,
trying
I'll
to get
just
monetized here.
I won't go into detail, but basically, you couldn't see anything going on in there, but you could definitely
Yeah.
see the person there, and
Oh, I
Oh,
you
okay.
see.
could probably see him for like 10 seconds. There's the camera pointing at him, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So I know we also went over like food, the food
Yeah.
quality. Would you guys say that you guys prefer Japanese food quality after I explain it over America in America?
Oh,
Like, do
I
you
See,
think the
Bess,
mostly,
you go
yeah.
government
first.
should like ban some of those stuff in our food,
See, Bess,
like
I'll
the
let you
bad
go
stuff?
first because I do have a strong
Yeah.
opinion about this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
Ozzy does.
I'd say definitely. I feel like at my at the country I was raised at, Oman, definitely. But at Bangladesh, where I was born at, hell no, no, not
Mm,
at all. It's even worse at Bangladesh
mm.
because do you know this one chemical compound called formalin?
I think
Sounds
I heard about
familiar.
it. Yeah, I think I heard
Yeah,
a little bit about it.
they would insert it on the eggs, like
Mm.
inside the eggshells, and they would just sell it for high protein or some stuff
Wait,
like that.
but
Yeah.
what is it harmful for the human body? Like super harmful or what?
I mean, it is a fake compound, right? So of
Yeah,
course,
yeah, yeah.
there could either be it could either be a placebo or it could be, like it could be harmful.
Oh,
We're not,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, like take it with a grain of salt.
Hmm.
Yeah, so what about like in America? Do you think like the government should ban all those bad stuff like preservative, artificial flavor, and make it like Japan, where it's like where the
I feel
ingredients
like
are better?
I feel like I don't know, because of course it's doing really well for the U.S. economy.
Yeah.
What we as the people should do is we should like take small increments to solve a large problem.
Yeah.
Like okay, there'll be a day where we don't eat McDonald's, or there'll be a day we don't eat Popeyes, or something like that.
I don't think that's
Okay,
ever
so
gonna
Cause
so
happen.
it's mostly
Honestly.
like
nah,
self-discipline.
cause of how addictive they are. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Like myself with the rewards make it even more addictive. I don't know why I
Yeah.
Yeah.
enrolled on the rewards,
Oh yeah.
but I had to because nowadays everything is going super expensive. Like the
Yeah.
groceries, like last year I would pay my groceries, like my personal groceries, for like $30, and
Yeah.
now I would pay like almost double, like 50, 60.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had to enroll in rewards. I cannot. But plus I'm a college student, so obviously I have to.
Yeah. How about you, Ozzy? I know you had a strong opinion
Bro,
about this topic.
Yeah.
the food anywhere but here is way better. Like the
Yeah.
ingredients are just fresher anywhere else. They
Mm.
make it for. See, the thing is, what I saw an article speaking about how they can't get away. The U.S. cannot get away from using preservatives or like injecting animals to preserve the
Mm,
food because of
Mm.
the
mm.
quantity of it. Like they have to feed all these people. They can't just step away from that. But it's harmful,
Oh,
bro. It's so harmful for
it's
people.
not really good for you.
It's not. Later on,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's never good. That's why we have such a high obesity rate. In the U.S.,
Yeah.
a lot of
And
diabetes
high
going on,
cases
high
of
blood pressure.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
also high cases of stomach cancer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
a
think
lot,
cancer
Yeah.
is
Like
a lot
that's
of
the
a
people.
most
problem.
common cancer now, right?
Hmm.
Stomach cancer, yeah.
Just right after right before is it before
Breast?
or after? I don't know English. Yeah,
Maybe
breast,
breast?
yeah, breast
Yeah.
and lung cancer, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know if you guys have seen the stuff they're putting in baby formulas too, or like for babies.
Yeah, they started off from baby
Oh, I don't
formulas,
know
yeah.
about that. What are they
With
Yeah,
all the
putting in?
chemicals.
they have baby formula to put babies to sleep now. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, is it
with
like to
That
calm
melatonin
the
doesn't
baby
sound
system.
down or something
ethical.
or what?
Well, it's to calm them down and make them go to sleep instead of crying, because babies cry,
Oh,
obviously.
okay. I
Yeah,
guess
so
that
I'm
makes
like,
sense.
bro, why would the FDA approve something like that? It's a
Oh,
1, 2, 3 year old. They can't control that.
right.
Yeah.
Strange,
Yeah,
but
messing around with the baby's hormones while they're,
exactly.
being, like
And
developing. Of
they're
course,
gonna
there's
end up
going to be an
hooked on
effect.
it.
Yeah.
When they're like 17, they're gonna be on lean rather than baby formula because they want to calm down. The freaking babies are gonna
Yeah.
be
Oh,
all
yeah.
perked
Yeah,
up.
maybe. Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
at a baby from a baby age, you're already getting some of the bad chemical here
Yeah,
in the US. So that
uh-huh.
is
Yeah.
definitely a problem, I think.
Yeah,
Or
it's a
that's
bad
definitely a
problem.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And you
and
can't
these
control it because you're a baby.
yeah,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
same with here too. It's hard to find like the good quality food here
It
because
is.
like the good quality food here is a lot more expensive and not everyone has the
Yeah.
budget to go to like Whole Foods or like go to this high-end grocery
Yeah.
store to get these ingredients, these good quality ingredients. So that also makes it hard for, the average American to get good quality ingredient food.
Yeah, honestly, for me, it's really hard.
Yeah,
I
I
think
I
for
try
that,
to, yeah, I try to eat healthy, but I always, resort to McDonald's and
this.
Popeyes, man. Like,
yeah, and also the work because sometimes I know sometimes we also work long hours too. That after work we don't have the energy to cook, so we just go to what's available. And that's unfortunately the fast food
I
that
think
we depend on.
I think the most expensive thing when it comes to eating healthy is the cuts of meats.
Yeah,
But like everything else, like the
yeah,
yogurts, the
you
milks,
you should go to Costco now. At this point, just go to Costco.
yeah,
no,
you can
that's what
get
I buy
everything in bulk
myself.
for a good price for Costco.
Yeah, but
Yeah, bro, Costco's gold, man. Costco is
The
the
dollar fifty hot
gold.
dog's a lifesaver.
Oh,
see, man,
dollar
we were
fifty.
just talking about how bad the eating habits in America are. You're out here bringing up $1.50 hot dogs. For all you know,
Oh
that could
yeah.
be
Yeah,
dog
see,
meat.
see, see the
That could
Oh
be
yeah.
dog
See,
addiction.
see,
meat.
I'm already thinking about the addictive
See,
thing.
you see the addiction, guys. See?
Yeah, I without even realizing, I'm already talking about the addictive food without
Yeah,
me
that's
even
how
No,
bad it
we're
realizing
is.
talking
that's
about
how
how
bad it is.
valuable
That's,
the freaking Costco food is. The
I'm
Costco
not gonna
pizza
lie
is.
though, the ice cream's pretty good. I like the ice cream.
Dude, and it's a pretty
The
good
Ice cream
price
soft serve.
good
too.
too. Yeah,
That's the only thing I eat.
Costco, man. Costco's
Yeah,
clutch.
Dude,
we were.
like the ice cream like in Yogurtland's like $10, but you can literally
Oh
get
hell
like
no.
the same amount of size in Costco for like 1.99. So that's how like clutch
Oh,
Costco
I
is.
no
know, dude.
brainer, no brainer,
But you
dude.
have to have a membership though. That's the thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
memberships like
Yeah,
it's worth it in the long run. Let's just put it that way.
it is.
yeah. I
But
don't know how much
so
the membership is. How much is
Like
it?
50, right?
it's
50?
50. Yeah, you might
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
get the
50
Sam's Club
monthly?
membership though, because the Sam's Club is like 20, but the pizza's a lot better over there because you have more
In
options to
Sam's
choose
Club?
from. Yeah, they
Really?
have meat
Oh.
lovers, they have veggie, they have like
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian pepperoni and cheese. Yeah, they have all this stuff.
Yeah. I don't shop at Sam's Club, so I wouldn't know. But I
Ah,
did go there
I'm
using
gonna
my.
switch over just for that. You see,
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. I feel
I,
like
I,
Costco has more stuff though, don't they?
I think so. I think it's kind of similar, bro. See, you good? But
no. The reason why I'm laughing is because I like how we were talking bad
about how
stuff
bad the
about
food
it.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
food
yeah.
is, and
And
now
now
we're
Oh
we're
like
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
both.
switching over to Sam's Club just to get the pizza.
Oh
Hey
right.
man,
See that's
I
another example.
see, but I can do that because I only eat junk food once a week. I try to
Good for
avoid
you. Oh
junk
yeah,
food.
yeah. That I wish I could have the same
Yeah,
discipline as you. You have good discipline, Ozzy.
I
I
try to,
yeah,
respect you
man.
for that.
yeah. I envy you, man. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so finishing it off with our unhealthy habits. When you were going to restaurants, Sean,
Oh yeah.
were you seeing any tipping happening over
Oh,
there? Like,
tipping. Yes, this is
yeah,
another one that I think it's a pretty
it's
strong
a big
opinion
topic
on.
here because I know a
So
lot of
there
people have been
is,
mad about that lately.
yeah. So there's zero tipping in
Yeah,
Japan,
I got some
and
opinions
that's
on
what I
tipping.
love.
Have you tried
Love.
tipping? Did you ever try tipping or anything like that?
No, 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 no,
No.
no. You don't tip because that's considered rude.
Oh,
Because
really?
I think
It's
yeah, because what
rude.
happened in the
Oh,
Japanese culture,
wow.
this is how they see it, right? When you give tip to the like waiter, they think of it as like, oh, you're poor, so that's
Oh,
why you give the
Oh,
money. Like how in here you're giving a homeless man money, right?
yeah.
In over there,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think they view it as kind of something like that. Oh, like you see as that person poor, or and then you give them like money. So that's how like, that's why it's considered rude
We
to
should
tip in
have that
Japan.
So
mindset here.
so to the people
Yeah, we should
posting
have
all
that
the
mindset
TikToks,
here.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I think, in my opinion, okay, I think the government should make a rule that tipping is abolished, and then restaurant has to pay the worker a fair amount. So because if you think about it, right, it's a win-win because the customer doesn't have to tip, and the worker is getting the right wages, their fair wages. So
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
win-win.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know
but what do you guys
why
think
why
about
they
that?
come up with the okay, Ozzy, you wanna go first?
Well, to me, waitress and servers, I think like they should be tipped because obviously,
Mm,
if they show a good attitude and if they're bringing your food nicely,
Mm,
if they don't
mm.
spit in your food, then I believe you should be tipped. Because I know some restaurants, for servers, they go off tips. Like they don't get
Mm.
paid per hour, right? Over here,
Right, yeah,
sometimes.
that's the problem. But if
Yeah,
the restaurant paid them fairly,
yeah.
no, no, that was that was my perspective. But
hmm
sorry, go on.
But like for example, if you go to a boba shop or if you go to a Starbucks, do they accept tips at Starbucks? Right?
Except, yeah, yeah,
I think so. If you go to the coffee
mm,
shops or a boba shop, I get it. Like you're putting in work, but bro, I'm already paying $7 for a drink. Why do I
exactly.
need to pay
exactly.
$2 more, make it almost $10, $3 more?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not
And
rich
you're
like that.
standing
Yeah.
up; they don't even see
Yeah.
you.
So to all the people making the TikToks about how you're not getting tipped enough, you're basically calling yourself broke. Like, come on.
from a Japanese
Yeah.
culture. I guess
From
you
the
I guess
Japanese
so.
culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, this is the rule for me. If I'm standing up while I'm ordering my food or drink, I'm not tipping if I'm standing up.
Exactly. Or if you don't like the
Mm.
job, just get a new one, like where you get paid.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Go work at Amazon.
Yeah. There you
exactly.
go. Yeah.
They'll tip you in hours. You get extra hours.
Hey, there
Yeah.
you go.
It's certified
But
hours, certified overtime.
what about you,
But
Seabass? Do you think
Yeah.
we should
So,
abolish tip, or
so
do you think we
to
should
add on what Osvaldo was talking about, like making the $7 drink into a $9 drink.
Yeah.
I like
Definitely.
how some of those coffee shops and maybe some fast food joints like McDonald's, they have the boldness to ask us, "Oh, would you like to round it up for charity?"
do they even use
After
that money for
like all
charity? I
that
don't
stuff.
really think they
I
use
don't
it for
even know where
charity.
that money's going
I
to.
don't
Like,
know.
how can I get the
See,
proof
see,
if that money's
that's
going to
also another
charity?
one.
Exactly.
Do I get like a receipt
Yeah.
or something?
Can I use it for my taxes? You know, because you're basically donating to charity. I don't even know. It's probably
Yeah.
like
Oh,
That's what the
yeah.
rich people
Actually,
do, right? Yeah, like
wait.
Yeah.
Instead of like donating
Yeah.
straight to the restaurant, why don't I donate my charity straight to them without having a
Exactly.
middleman?
See?
because
Like,
I
if
don't think you make the effort to search it up and actually make an account
Ah.
and
Right, I
But-
guess, but I guess I
yeah.
can like do some more research on that charity, and then I can donate it straight to there better than go through like a middleman, right?
Do you guys feel bad whenever you go to like the grocery store? Because I go to like Smart and Final a lot, and they always ask me, "Oh, would you like to help? Would you like to tip or give a certain amount for these people that need
I don't.
it?" You know?
I just say
I
like
just say
usually
no.
I'm good.
Like
No.
the cashier be like, "Oh, would you like to donate to the poor kids at,
How about you, Sean?
at this place, at this
Oh, yeah,
continent?"
yeah.
I'd be like, no.
No,
No, me too.
no, of course it's good to do it through to do charity work, but I say no because I want to know like where the money is going to 100%. Like I don't think because the grocery store and like fast food place, they're basically middleman, right?
Yeah.
So why
yeah.
not donate that money straight to the charity? Like you can search up that charity and then just donate straight to them instead of having to go through a middleman, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes if you go through the middleman, you do not know where it's going sometimes,
Oh, definitely.
and you do not know
I've
if
always
the
thought about
charity is also legit. So it's just that whenever I do donate to charity or something like that, I always have to like look up where it's donating, and I want to make sure that I'm donating straight to them and not just the middleman.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys give money to the homeless? Like if you guys see him or like buy him something?
Occasionally, I'll do
Occasionally?
give them a spare change
Because it's there, you
occasionally.
know. He's in
I,
need
I have
there,
a
right?
strong opinion on that too.
Yeah. What's up?
I don't. Cause,
You don't?
Yeah. Most of them I
Cause
don't, but if it's
sometimes
like
they could be
convenient for
drug
me,
addicts. They could
No, yeah.
go
Oh, yeah, I
go
get you.
off into the chain and be like, "Oh, I want heroin."
no, yeah.
No,
Stuff
definitely.
Like that.
For the
Yeah.
majority part,
That's
I buy
why I
him
don't
food,
do it.
like something small.
No, do you
I
know
don't
what
really give
kind
Yeah,
of like
food is okay. Yeah,
yeah.
Giving
Yeah,
out
I'll
food,
buy
like
them
a
food,
can of
but I won't.
Pringles, Yeah.
Yeah, I'll most likely buy them food, or I'll sometimes like give them like a small amount of money for like transportation. Because I remember in like Little Tokyo, I think like a homeless person said, "Oh, I need 50 cents for like the bus," and I'll give them that because it's
Yeah.
50 cent. I don't think you could get drugs with that, and if they need transportation, why?
Yeah.
All right, it's just 50 cents. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but on like the higher note, the one that does irritate me the most, I do not know if you guys experience this, is when those people use their kids to ask
like-
people money, and then they
Yeah.
bring
The
their
people,
kids.
the people outside the
And then
Walmart
they
and
neglect
In-N-Out,
their
Right,
kids.
yeah.
After,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
that's the one that
I
kind
heard
of like
those are
irritates me.
scams, though, right?
Yeah,
Those are
it looks like
scams?
scam
Yeah.
because those people are basically using kids to guilt trip them into giving them money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I don't really
that-
like.
Yeah, those are nothing compared to those scams at the Indian subcontinent. Like some of the kids, they're yeah, some of the kids they'll pretend they're missing an arm or something, so they'll just do that and be like,
And it's so obvious.
yeah,
Hey, bro, just for
even though
that,
you see this,
I might
yeah.
give them something just for trying, honestly. Because
Yeah.
they're making it so obvious, might as well. At least they're not lying about it. Well, they are
Yeah.
lying about it, but
the clown
No,
moves
okay.
right there.
And the people that use their kids to guilt trip people, most of the time they have like nice clothes. Like they don't look homeless at all.
exactly.
They just look
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
regular, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
They look normal to me. Yeah.
They look normal to me too. So it's just like I just
I think
I feel bad for the kid though because the kid didn't choose that life, right? I do feel bad for the
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I've experienced that a lot with my culture. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, there's a lot of Latinos standing outside sometimes grocery stores or
For
outside the Walmart. I don't know if
for
you
me,
guys
it's
have seen
mostly
that.
Indians.
Really?
For my experience, is mostly like, or maybe it's like Indian or like darker skin color. I do not
Yeah.
know
No, for,
specifically.
for me it's Latinos, and
Oh,
like
Latino.
Yeah,
we're I
same
get
here,
it,
Latinos.
we're like the same race and stuff, but like, come on, bro. Like, I remember one time, like I told you guys, I don't give them money sometimes. I give them like food or something small, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know what
That's
they're
the
gonna do
right
with that.
approach.
So he was standing outside a grocery store, and bro, I probably had like $10 in my wallet.
Hmm.
This was a while ago. And then there was a taco stand right there that I knew like what they sold, and they probably sold a burrito for like $7. And I told him, I was like, you know what, bro, I don't have any cash, but if you wanna wait for me over there, I'll park my car over there and I get you a burrito. Bro, I was waiting there for 10 minutes for him to move. He never moved to get a burrito.
Oh,
So I'm like, what did you want the money for? You know,
right.
kind of
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, but that's my experience
Yeah,
with that.
see,
That's why I never just
that's
give
why I
money
don't.
anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't give
Yeah.
out money either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For me, I like.
So
Yeah, for me, I like to
yeah,
help. I like to help you if I'm buying you food or if I'm getting you clothes. I like to help, but if it's for like drugs or alcohol, then forget it. You know.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so,
Yeah.
but
So my opinion on okay, before I get into my opinion on tipping, you guys have
Yeah.
anything else to say?
no, I'm good.
My
You
overall
go.
opinion is pretty simple. Like I think abolish tipping and then have restaurants
Mm.
pay the worker a fair amount of their wages. That's basically the
Yeah,
short and simple answer for my part.
yeah, I agree with you, but
Yeah.
sometimes tips are alright, but I don't like when you have to meet a specific threshold, to tip
Yeah.
like 16%, 18,
It
20. Like,
yeah.
Mhm.
And
why?
sometimes the restaurant
Yeah, that
makes that
was
for you.
that was my family's reaction, including my family's reaction when
Mhm.
we came into the US.
Mhm.
Like we were told like, oh, we have to tip? Like what? I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah,
tipping is like, like equivalent of like $2 or like at max like $10.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, and
20% is
yeah,
just ridiculous.
because when you eat with the family, right, you're easily spending $100 plus another $50, 40 to $50 for the tip alone. If you order a
Yeah,
lot, or if you go with the big parties, you're
yeah,
already
like
spending
500 and
$100.
then
Yeah,
50. No,
say
you
the,
$100
can
$100
the
it
tip. We're there.
it adds up. Yeah,
things are
Yeah,
getting more expensive, especially meals and restaurants. So I feel like that's why
yeah,
people are tipping less and people are complaining more because they're not getting tips. But
exactly.
back
Yeah,
then, bro, when everybody was like, the economy was good and things were cheap, no one was complaining. People were not complaining about tips. People were just tipping just to be nice, right?
yeah.
mm,
Yeah, I feel like it was more normal to tip back then.
I think I started complaining
yeah,
about tip if once I learned that other country doesn't have to tip. I was like, that's not fair. How come here it has to?
yeah.
But ending
So
it
Yeah,
I
off
it's
guess
with
that's
that
just
ridiculous
me.
that you have to tip. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
ending it
Right.
off with that controversial
But it
topic that
doesn't.
we're
It
probably
doesn't mean. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's tipping. It
Yeah.
removes the definition of tipping. Tipping is the voluntary act, right? So the U.S.
Yeah.
made it into a
a
mandatory act.
requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the waitresses live off those tip, which
yeah. They
understandable.
should. They should be
Yeah.
paid. They should be
Yeah, they
paid
should replace the system
like
where
their
it's a win-win for the
regular
waitress
wage.
and the
Yeah,
customer. Yeah.
So
yeah,
finishing up with
like
that
proper wage.
controversial topic, we'll probably end up clipping. I don't know how much we're gonna clip from that,
Oh yeah,
but
we got a lot of good
let's
clips for
go.
that.
Let's go back to
Oh, yeah.
Japan.
Okay,
And
for sure.
Sean, with your brutal honesty, because I know you're a man of culture.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many
Among the
attractive
three of
people?
us.
How many for sure? How many attractive Japanese girls? how many
Okay,
attract?
come on.
How many
Come on.
attractive Japanese girls did you see walk by that you were like, "Hey man, that could be my future wife right there."
Oh man, honestly, I kind of see it
The people want
in
to
a lot
know.
of places. I did look at like a Japanese person. It's like, dang, she's really pretty. And then I'll look
Yeah,
to my right, and like, dang,
Uh,
she's pretty as well.
yeah.
Also like young adults. Of course, they're young adults. My age group. I made sure. Or
I made sure. Did you ask?
I didn't ask. No,
Oh,
no, no, no.
okay.
But I knew I knew they were like my age because like they look pretty old. But yeah,
Oh, okay, okay,
oh,
okay.
but
okay.
yeah, they did look around my age too. But yeah, I would say that I think it looks
What's
like
the range? Like 80 of attractive people in Japan compared to here?
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
because
give
see,
us
this
the-
kind of goes back to the last topic that the attractive people maybe it is more there because of the food they're eating, so it's less obesity happens there,
And self care, I think a lot
and
is more
self care,
prevalent
and
over
then
there, right?
everyone
Yeah.
is more active, and the girls there look very respectful, and they're very overall they look very respectful
Like
because
modest.
sometimes over here in America, sometimes you
Modest,
got those only fan models,
Yo,
and then you
especially in
got
Cali.
Mm,
In Cali.
yeah, Cali, and then you got a lot of
bro,
cheaters
Los
like
Angeles, Venice Beach. Ooh.
That's
yeah.
why when
So
they tell
whenever I
you
look, so
link in
whenever I
bio
look at
now.
the woman there in Japan, I was like, dang, these women are like different because they're like so respectful, they're so pretty, and
Yeah.
then uh, I do think it's very attractive. So I would say 80 to 90% of them
Oh
are
damn,
pretty
that's pretty
attractive.
high. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But don't get me wrong, the woman here in America is attractive here too.
Oh yeah,
But
like
unfortunately,
Latinos.
This
uh,
dude.
I like white girls. But yeah,
The first thing that comes out of his mouth was
no,
Latino.
Latina's cool too. I like white
Yeah.
girls too.
Okay.
I like white
the-
and Japanese girls. But yeah, that's my preference. But yeah,
Did you
yeah,
approach any by any chance? Did you tell him like,
no,
look,
I was with my
two
family to
best
be
friends
honest.
back at home too. They need some.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean I tried, but my family was there with
Oh
me,
really?
and
Oh,
and
okay.
also I think the language
Ah.
barrier too. But
Uh-huh.
one day I did tell my mom though that I did want to become maybe go to Japan
Yeah.
and maybe find my future girlfriend there if I don't get any luck here in the
Oh.
U.S. Become a
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
I
become
need
a passport
passport bro?
bro.
I need to
Who
learn
knows?
Japanese now.
Yeah,
me too,
I mean
bro.
I
I
already
have to
have
start
3 years
studying.
down in high school. I already have 3 years
Y'all
down.
gonna have to teach me because I don't know a single thing about Japanese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at
But
Japan and
but
be
they
like,
do speak a little bit of English too. Some of them speak English.
Oh, we gotta pull out the translator.
Yeah,
Midway
pull
through
out
the
the
conversation.
translator.
Google
Yeah, yeah,
Translator.
definitely.
No, bro, it's
Google
funny
Yeah,
because
Translator.
my mom has been sending me like videos on Facebook about like, oh, these countries need men. Go to here, and I'm like, why are you
Yeah,
sending me this?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
getting that bad. My own mother is sending me these things, bro. I never would have
Yeah.
expected that, but she's always telling me because I have a cousin. He's in the I think in the Navy, and he's
Mm.
stationed in Japan. And mom's always
Oh,
telling me, "Oh, you need to go there so you can find yourself a wife or somebody there." I'm like, "Bro, come on."
yeah.
You should do
I'm-
it. Are you gonna do it?
I don't know. I don't really want to travel that far. I
I-
like being home.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, with
if,
Pokemon. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
with
kidding.
Pokemon. I'm happy with my Pokemon, bro.
But look, this is my plan. This is my game plan. You guys ready to hear it?
Yeah.
If by I would say my late 20s, 28, 29, if I don't get any luck dating here in America, I'm just going to Japan for 2 years, finding myself finding my soulmate there.
He's gonna be
Oh,
going.
because,
he's gonna
like,
go-
I'm
what
getting
about
sick.
Thailand? What about Thailand?
Oh, Thailand maybe, but I think yeah, I don't know. The language barrier might be harder in Thailand though, because
I
you need
think
to speak that language.
Thailand's a little
So,
iffy though.
I might have better luck in Japan than Thailand, to be honest.
Sean, are you aware of Thailand? Like, are
Thailand?
you aware about Thailand? Like the dating scene in
Oh,
Thailand?
he's innocent. He's innocent.
Wait,
Should we
is
tell
it
him?
like wait, is it like they look like a girl but they're actually
Yeah,
like
yeah.
men? or something?
Ah, yeah, he knows. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Lady boy. Lady boy.
Okay,
Hey, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna lie though. Wait, hold on, pause. No,
Bro,
there was-
some of them are cute.
there was this one video,
What?
bro.
Oh,
There was
Sebastian,
this-
are you trying to admit something?
Oh, he said it before I did.
I don't have a
Actually.
closet right now, so not.
No,
right
but
now.
I think I sent Sean that one. No, I haven't. I'm gonna send you guys a video so you guys see. They look
I have to see it.
sometimes better than females here. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing
Some
over
of them
there.
are hella cute.
Yeah. But again, I think it's just the food that we eat.
They-
But don't. No, I'm serious. It's the food that we eat. They put like really bad stuff in our food.
Bro, they got surgery. They got plastic surgery. I don't think it's just the food they're eating. Cause
Oh,
man,
I mean, I guess if you want to put that into
that's
that
crazy.
argument.
But
But yeah, guys.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something. If I were to go to Japan, I'll go to some Japanese girl and be like, "Konnichiwa, chica."
this man speaking Japanese and Spanish.
Dang.
That's crazy.
You can pull up a Japanese, half Latina girl there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna be
man, I've never
the
seen
Riz
those.
Lord. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
the Riz Lord.
Actually, also, I'm curious. Would you date half Japanese, half Latina? Because I know
Well,
you had pretty strong opinions about
I already told you if they have Latina, I'm not doing that. Oh, wait, I'm not doing that, bro.
But you
Latinas
would,
are too toxic.
Sebastian, right?
Oh, 100%. You know
There
that.
we go. There we go.
Bro, with
If she's more
Asian
like
too? Oh, no. Oh.
if she's more culturally Japanese, then I will. But if she's like
Okay.
half and half, no, I'm not gonna deal with all that.
Okay.
That's too much for me.
Okay. Yeah. I guess for me,
But
I prefer.
you gotta like half and half, like how I like half and half on my pop is 8 pieces of chicken, like half spicy,
Is
half.
Yeah.
So do
But
you
yeah.
think dating life would be hard over there, or do you think it's a lot? Would you think it's a lot easier?
Dating
Because I see a
life.
lot of videos of people
Okay.
going over there and just dating.
So I think with dating life, I think it might be harder if you do live there because they're so busy with their academic. Because the students in Japan, they take their academic more seriously there than here. So most of the students there, they prioritize studying rather than
yeah,
dating. And another thing is, I think they also value more about friendship than dating because you know how here in America sometimes they value like romantic partner, especially when you look at American movie, they always value romantic partner, right?
yeah.
But in
Yeah.
Japan, they value more friendship. Yeah, they
More
value more
platonic
of friendship.
relationships.
Yeah,
But as a foreigner, do you think it would be easier? Just because
I don't
maybe you
know.
speak English,
Yeah,
or maybe
maybe
they
the
think you're
language.
American, they know you're American.
Yeah, maybe the language barrier might be hard, but I
Uh-huh.
think but if I'm not getting any luck here in America, shoot, I'll go for Japan. If why not? My luck might be better there, but yeah, that's only my plan if my dating life doesn't go well here in America.
That's your
And it's
plan
not
B.
looking good. You know, it's not look. My dating life really sucks, and it's not looking good right now. But so it's something for me to consider.
I told Sean we got to do a video where we each get like a dating app and put ourselves out there and see who gets the most, who
Oh
gets
god.
matches, and try
Oh
to
no,
like.
it's probably not me.
Come on, bro.
Like,
Just to try. I want to help out Sean.
Oh yeah.
I want to
You guys
because
are
I
my
know,
wingman.
dude. If he's able to talk to, I can never approach a girl. If he's able to do it, I know he has a higher chance.
Depend on the
True.
context. Depend on the
Context,
context.
yeah.
If I'm at a place that I know I'm never coming back and I don't know anyone there, I'll approach. But if I'm somewhere like I know I'm coming back there frequently,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a little bit more passive.
there's just dating app anyway, so you never know. You could go on a date and never see him again, but just to experiment.
Yeah.
Just to experiment.
Yeah, just finish everything in one night. No.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
all right. So how about your guys' type? What is your guys' type?
Pog.
Sebastian, probably Latina. I'll have to guess.
Yeah, Latina is Pog, everything.
Okay.
I'll say anything but Latina. Anything
did-
but
you-
yeah,
you
just
did
anything but
have a
Latina.
strong opinion
Okay,
about
what's your
that.
number one? What's your number one? Number one type.
That's a hard question. I'll probably say because I grew up around a lot of Asians. Like
Okay.
majority of my friends were Asians.
Okay.
Probably
yeah, it makes
Asians, then probably like blacks. I like light skinned girls, like curly
Okay.
hair, light skinned girls too.
For sure.
Mm.
All right. Fair enough. So
See, the only reason is because I would never date a Latina because I wouldn't want to experience my same culture with somebody else. I'll
Yeah.
want to experience a different type of culture, different type of habits,
Mm.
see what they
Mm.
do, you know?
yeah.
For
How about
me,
you,
I
Seabass?
don't mind at all. I don't mind.
Oh, you don't mind? Okay.
Like,
Oh,
Hey, look at
you
Seabass.
take anything?
if she is Bengali, then sure, why not?
Damn,
All right,
see that?
all right.
Okay.
Awesome. So Seabass,
Yeah,
I don't-
open.
I don't
most
really
open-minded.
have a dislike, on anything.
Okay.
I just think,
Yeah. I don't have
Yeah.
dislikes, but I just
a
wouldn't
whole is a
prefer
whole,
them.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, we might have to cut that out. I don't know.
All right.
But,
Where it's PG English, bro.
oh, it's PG? Okay, for
PG
sure. then we'll
English.
keep
Don't
it
worry, it's
in there.
PG.
whole is a whole.
Hey, so if it's a guy,
Okay, I don't want to say anything because of you.
Oh.
Yeah, YouTube.
All right, so
Please. We're trying to
going
get that.
finishing up with
monetized.
our preferences, so the audience knows, hit up our DMs. We'll
Yeah.
tag our Instagrams down below. But
Mhm.
how the student life in the U.S. is it a lot different compared to you were just talking about students? Is it a lot different
Okay.
compared to Japanese students?
So
Yeah,
what
is
I
it
hear
more strict
from
as like the movie?
so what I've heard from tour guides and from my dad's friend,
Yeah.
I think there's definitely more discipline in the school in Japan because like students they would from kindergarten or first grade, they would literally need to do chores around the school, like scrubbing the toilet, cleaning up the schoolyards.
So life
Because
skills,
like
right?
life skills, yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't do that
Yeah,
here
even
in
at Korea,
America.
right? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I know Korea does that. South Korea.
yeah. So I
Mhm.
think the discipline is a lot better
Yeah.
in Japan than here because in here, they don't really teach you how to like clean up or, they just teach you like sit down, listen to lecture.
Yeah.
Over there, they teach you like life skills.
Mhm.
And I think, oh yeah, speaking of bathroom, the Japanese bathroom is one of the cleanest ever. So I think it's because of from the school they teach them how to like clean their bathroom and they make
Damn.
that habit. So that's why Japanese bathroom are really clean
Oh
and
yeah.
probably the cleanest. I think even their public bathroom is a lot more cleaner than my own restroom at home. That's how
Wow.
clean the public restroom in Japan is.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Having a
so going
public
back,
toilet that's more comfortable than your own, that's like
Did they
yeah,
have
it doesn't
bidets?
happen a
yeah,
lot.
bidets. Yeah, they have
Did you use
bidets.
it?
I did.
Or,
It's nice.
did, was it
Wow.
nice? Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
need to use bidet now because if I don't, I feel disgusting.
Do you use baby wipes?
Baby wash, mostly bidet for me.
Oh no, I mean like at home,
Oh, at home? No, at home, bidet.
bro. Oh, you have a bidet?
Yeah,
Damn, that's
yeah.
nice. I use baby wipes.
Oh, baby
Like
wash.
at the end,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but yeah, going back to the school, I would say it's more disciplined there, and also, so this is interesting because in here is focused on like grades.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Over there is based on tests. So let's say if you get like I don't know C or D's on your grades, but you pass the test, then you go on to the next grade. So they
Oh,
care more about the test
okay.
grade rather than your test score rather than like the actual grade.
Don't they also care a lot more
So
about
homework
morals and like
doesn't matter.
values?
If you can pass the test, it doesn't matter, but you need to do the homework to be able to do the test, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I think so take this with a grain of salt, but what I hear from other people, you can basically fail all your classes and do good on tests and you still go on to the next grade.
That's interesting. I thought it would be the
Yeah.
complete opposite.
Oh no.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
in here it's based on like assignment tests, quizzes here is all of like everything combined here in America, but over there is just a test.
They also prioritize manners, right? Like having good manners and like being respectful.
Oh yeah, and yes, that's definitely really important in Japan, having good manners and showing respect to like elderly.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think their school hours is very long too, because actually, I think like from like let's say 8 to 12, like the morning part is kind of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and then the school doesn't start till like the evening, like the actual learning part. So and then that can finish up to like 6 p.m. or
Yeah.
excuse me. I think it's like pretty late evening in Japan. Like their studies doesn't start till like the afternoon. Now take this with a grain of salt because this is just what I've heard from my dad's friend and the tour guide. So that's just basically what I've know about the student life. Now, do I prefer it? I don't know. I'm not good at taking tests. I think I'm good here in America in terms of the educational part of it.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
easier to cheat
to
on tests
go.
here than over there.
Yeah.
Mm.
How about you guys? What do you think based on like my explanation? Do you guys prefer like that system in Japan or over here in America?
I would say
I
I
have a
would.
strong opinion on that, so you go first. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would prefer the system over there. I mean, I would really like to learn life skills rather than just reading a book
Mm.
and just taking tests that have
Yeah.
nothing to do with the study guide, like I always did
Even
during high school.
yeah.
But yeah, I would like to learn. I think I've told you this multiple times, Sean. I would really like for the system to be like teach people manners or just teach people how to change a tire or how to like check your car to see if it needs maintenance or anything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, clean all
Yeah,
that stuff.
true.
Mm.
Mhm.
How about you, Sivas?
Yeah. I actually prefer the Japanese education system with the life skills like Oswaldo mentioned and you.
Mm.
And also the taking tests, it's like so much easier because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with school, like American school, even in at my school too, like we've been assigned homework upon homework upon homework. It kind of burns out you in a long run as well, because
Feels like a
it
job.
affected me. Yeah, it affected me a lot because nowadays at jobs, when they give you a task to do, you don't want to do it. You want to find
Mhm.
the easiest way to do it because of
Yeah.
the number of times I or us, we we flunked our homework, into our trash bin, or like
Hmm.
found the easiest way, like checked it, like use check,
Check. Yeah.
yeah, for our math problems and everything. So yeah, I feel like the test only thing, I feel like that's much better.
Yeah. Or I think that okay, yeah. So the test is basically, I think, again, take this with grain of salt. I think it's at the end. So once you finish doing all
Mm,
your stuff,
yeah.
then it's at the end. Then you take it, and then that's decide whether you can go to the next grade or not. Something like that.
Mm.
So yeah. I know you're really good at test, Sebas, because I know in school you're really good at test taking. So you probably prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
are you
do
guys
really good
okay?
on tests. Yeah.
Yeah, but are you guys okay with the long school hour? Even though like the first half might is just for fun, and then the later half is, I think, the actual study. Like, are you guys okay with that
I
part?
wouldn't
If
mind it. I feel like if you're
okay,
doing something that you like, kind of like a
Yeah.
job, you know,
yeah, it's
I
kind of like
wouldn't
a
mind
job.
it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't feel like
Yeah,
you're going
I
to
mean,
school because school here feels like a job. Oh,
yeah,
honestly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're learning, the life skills like changing the tire, I feel like
hmm,
it's a much better experience, having long hours of school with being taught proper experiences than, being
yeah,
at school learning about the structure of an atom again
mm,
for like the billionth time.
mm.
Did they
So
ever? Oh, sorry.
yes,
Did they
sorry,
ever teach you guys how to like properly wash your hands in high school?
no, we
No.
did
How
not.
about
Uh,
college,
No. Oh,
bro?
maybe during the pandemic they just say wash our hand. That's the
It,
closest thing.
it
But
took a little pandemic for people to learn how to wash their hands properly,
yeah,
and for people to clear out the shelves with freaking hand sanitizer and soap.
yeah,
That's how
really?
bad the school system is. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe in America, yeah, but
No, yeah,
back
in
at my
America.
place,
I'm talking about in
yeah,
America. Yeah.
yeah.
I had to take a health class to learn how to wash my hands properly for like
I think you
30,
did
20
tell me
seconds.
about that.
Yeah.
That's right. And then
But yeah.
they make you do a song, right?
Yeah, I think yeah, it's a small song you have to do to wash your hands for like 30 seconds. I mean,
Mhm.
I do wash my hands properly, but shoot, I can't believe people still don't know how to wash their hands all the way.
And
know?
you too,
That's
Sebastian, right? Because I know you had to learn that song too, right?
I don't know what song you guys are talking about.
In like health class, or didn't you have
I
like?
never learned it. No, I don't
Oh,
think so.
okay, never mind.
You can take like an
Maybe.
ROP class in high school.
The only RP class I took was forensic science with
Oh,
Sean.
okay, okay, okay.
I thought they teach it in health class. No,
How to wash your hands? Yeah, it was health class.
it was health class. Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's where I got
mean, we
taught.
went over washing hands, but I don't remember being a song for it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
No, our teacher took us to the sink and made us all wash our hands. So she looked at us.
Where you guys are talking about high school, right?
Yeah, high
Yeah,
school.
High school health class.
yeah.
It was an
Because I
ROP
had
class.
I had Sneddon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no, that's a
remember having
different health
Sneddon.
class. That's the health class, but now I'm talking about the
Oh,
ROP health class. See, Sneddon,
Oh,
she
ROP health school.
okay,
Never
okay.
mind.
Hey,
Never
did
mind. Never
did
mind.
did,
I
did
never
Sneddon
took
teach you how to
RP
put on
health
a
class.
condom?
Yeah.
she did,
Oh,
right?
No,
okay.
I know the catchphrase. I know the catchphrase. Can I say
Oh,
it on
oh
YouTube
yeah,
though?
yeah, yeah. Go. I think you can. I think it doesn't say anything bad. I think so. I think you should be good. The last question, if we would, Shauna, if you want to say,
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
won't do the
Oh,
catchphrase,
sorry.
right?
Oh, yeah.
no,
Do the
you can do the
catchphrase.
catchphrase. Yeah, finish up
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
catchphrase. Yeah. So what was the
Is it
catchphrase?
no condom, no sex?
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it was like
No
wrap it up.
condom, no sex.
I
Oh
think that
That
was
one,
our
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was, it
catchphrase.
was, it was,
I
yeah,
think that was the
it
one.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had that class, but I think a lot of my friends did say that when they were learning that.
I'll be real, I
Yeah.
still didn't even pay attention. I was just laughing about the fact that she pulled that thing out.
Dang,
Oh,
that must have
yeah.
caught you guys off guard though.
It was. She just pulled it out. It was a cucumber, but she just pulled it out. I was like, oh.
Huh?
And then she went like this, and then she showed us the condom. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't think she did that for mine, though.
What did you guys learn with?
I learned with Snedden too.
But she
I
didn't
think it's
pull out
because you had Snedden before me, right? A year
I had
before
her
me,
like
so maybe that's why.
I never had
third
her. I had
period.
friends that had her.
Yeah, maybe she changed it. She thought it
Oh,
was,
People
everyone
were
was
probably
talking about it.
complaining, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was like 16, I think, or
yeah,
17. I forgot.
yeah. I
yeah.
think
But
14. Yeah.
but wrap it up. Don't be silly. Could be another one.
No
So
condom, no sex, guys. No condom,
Yeah.
no sex, kids. No condom, no sex.
finishing it up. Last final question. we heard about Sean's experience with Japan. Would you guys actually, Sean, starting off with Sean, would
Oh,
you
yeah,
consider moving there or living there from what you've
So
experienced?
I definitely want to go back there. Yes, and then kind of living there again. If my dating life is not really the best here in America, I probably give it 2 years to try to
Yeah,
find my soulmate there.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I would.
Would you bring her
I
back?
can see my
Oh,
huh.
would you bring her back to
Uh,
the U.S. or just live
mm,
there?
I mean, most of I'll try to find someone that would be open minded to come back to the U.S.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So you
yeah,
can meet your parents
I
and
would.
stuff, huh?
Yeah, but I also can see myself adapting to their culture.
Hmm.
I definitely like their culture a lot, so I can see myself. But for now, I think I'm good here in the states
How
for
about you,
now.
Seabass?
Like dating?
Would you consider?
Oh, no,
Would
no, no. Yeah,
you live there if you had the chance to, or move over there to Japan? From what you heard from Sean,
Japan.
do you?
I don't know. At first, I have to visit there. It's like on my bucket list for sure. Visiting
okay.
Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How about you, Ozzy?
I think same with Seabass. I'll probably have to visit because
Yeah,
from the YouTube videos and from what you told me, it obviously sounds like a whole new world.
it is.
But you
Yeah.
don't really actually know how if you're able to adapt or
Oh,
if
yeah.
you
If you
actually
live
like it
there.
until you go there. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think
It's
living there, if I think about it, I think it's hard because I think especially for work because you don't speak the language. So how can you find
mm,
work there?
how are you
That might
supposed
be
to
that might
find
be
your
the
way
hardest
there?
part actually. But I think retiring there's a different story because now I don't have to
or
worry about finding a job
that'll be
there.
like paradise for sure.
Yeah. That's the only thing that is a little bit concerning is I do not know how is the work life. It's the one is holding me back. I'm not a big fan of the Japanese work life. I'll admit that.
For sure, man. Any other last minute questions?
Yeah, hey, like what Ozzy said,
Oh,
five
okay.
hundred thousand
My
subscriber,
And
and
we're
yeah,
maybe we'll
passport
make a
broing
trip.
to Japan.
Passport
yeah.
Broing to
Wait,
Japan, five
wait.
hundred thousand subscriber.
Sean. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
One quick question.
What's up?
What tourist attractions have you been to, Japan?
Sorry, which one?
The tourist attractions at Japan,
Oh,
right?
tourist
Which ones did you
attraction.
go?
Japan is mostly like famous with their shrines, Shinto shrines, Buddhist temple.
Shinto.
There's this Osaka castle, big beautiful white castle in Osaka. I call it the Osaka castle. And then there's the Tokyo Tower. That one's fun. Oh, I visited Hiroshima. Hiroshima, the World War II
Yeah.
bomb. That one was very sad though because many people lost their
Were
life.
there still buildings that were like, still standing there?
Yeah,
Like
they converted that part.
pre-bombing?
Yeah, I think they had a little bit to remain as a museum. I did visit the Hiroshima Museum. That one was really sad and how people like how it affected them, how it affected the country, and some of the stories are really really sad too. So Hiroshima is where I actually felt like sad
Yeah.
because of the history that happened.
I really respect a lot of how Japan, came like has risen like a phoenix, like from its ashes.
Yeah.
Like
They,
it was
they did
bombed like two of the deadliest bombs ever in the whole world,
yeah,
and then
and
they're now creating, the best cars,
yeah.
JDM. Yeah.
And then
Definitely.
a lot of people, even after the bombing, it has some like after effects too, because people were getting sick from the after bombing effect. So that was some people were
Radiation.
dying of diseases. Yeah, radiation, and that was just really sad to me. And I definitely learned uh, a lot more about history because of visiting that and some perspective too about the bombing.
Mm.
So but yeah, it was a very educational place. Hiroshima, definitely visit there. Um,
To not finishing it off, to not finish it off on like a really sad topic. Did you
Yeah.
guys ever play Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver?
yeah, love
You
that
did?
game. Yeah,
Bro, it's actually like super. It's kind of like a replica of Japan, like the exact to the
yeah,
T.
because isn't that the setting of the game?
Yeah, but like certain places, certain objects, even like the Pokemon from that
Mhm.
game, also like kind of show up in Japan in certain areas and regions.
Yeah.
It was so ahead of its time, bro. I'm gonna send you the
Mhm.
video, Seabass, because I know you're probably not aware with it, but it's like super interesting.
Okay. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be it for everything.
That should be it. Anything else, guys?
No,
I'll
we're good
conclude.
to close it off, right?
You want to close it out, Seabass?
All right, then. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. The whole episode of Passport Boys, episode 6. Yeah, I was gonna
6.
do that, but it's 6. Yeah.
Episode
Thank you
7
for
on the
listening
way.
to us talk about Japan and talk uh
Talk about our
bad stuff, bad stuff.
preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad stuff about America, and ditching on America, and loving Japan. Maybe we'll go there, find ourselves a future wife,
Yeah.
and be
Heck
like
yeah.
konnichiwa chica. Yeah.
But if you guys want us here, DM us. My DMs are open. We're all single. You feel me? So
Hey, there
Yeah,
you
we're
go.
all single.
before we leave, just DM us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, our
yeah.
our
If
social
you're
media
a
is linked up.
Latino, if you're a Latino, I'll find you.
There you go.
If you're anything but a Latino, please hit my DMs. Like I'll take
There
it.
you go. Dang.
But thank you guys so much for watching.
Uh,
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
That's about
Take
it.
care.
See ya.
Peace.